Tuesday morning. The players will play 36 holes today to determine a winner in an event that's rich in Westchester tradition and history. It'll be a hot, humid, and pressure-filled day in West Nyack. 65 without a bogey yesterday. You must have hit it really good.
I did. I hit the ball well. I put myself in some good scoring places and made the most of my opportunities.
Now let's go out to the action in round two. Amateur Dylan Newman of Bonnie Briar hit a nice second shot to his 9th hole in round two, and then used what looked like a 3-wood to putt from off the fringe. I guess he chose the right club. His 33 led to his second consecutive 69, and at 138, he was tied for second heading into the final round. After a 68 in round one, 2010 winner Dan Ballin Burning Tree had it to 6 under, playing 18, his 9th hole of the morning round. What looked like an excellent pitch shot ended up 30 feet from the cup. He then 3-putted for double bogey 6, finishing round two at even par and 4 under for the tournament. Max Buckley shot 2 over on his first 9 to drop to -5. Max was paired with Curtis Loop, who fired a 67 in round one, but shot 2 under on his opening 9. This 4-shot swing left Buckley now 2 back of Curtis, who just recently turned pro. Curtis Loop was now at 7 under with 9 holes to play in round two. This year's Ike winner, well-known Cameron Wilson, finished his second round shooting a 5 under 67. The amateur from Shorehaven Golf Club stood at 6 under after 2 rounds. After an opening round 71, 2011 winner Greg Bisconti of St. Andrews shot 74 Tuesday morning. He was paired with 20-year-old amateur Colin McDade, playing out of Wingfoot and soon to be a junior at the University of Richmond. Colin shot 67 in round two and was now 6 under after 2 rounds. Well, it can be a strange game. The golf club of Purchase Pro Carl Alexander thought he missed this putt, but he made it and was 4 under after 2 rounds and in contention. Here's Charlie Mayola of Saxon Woods with an excellent second shot to his final hole in round two. He missed that putt. He was 3 under with 18 holes to play. Last hole of round two. Amateur Max Buckley hits over the green, leaving a very difficult chip shot. Max makes 5 and finishes round two with a 74. He's at -5. Playing partner Curtis Loop shoots 69, and that gave the Country Club of New Canaan, recently turned pro, a 136 total, and that's 2 shots clear of the field. Before the final round, we spoke with Manhattan Woods Director of Golf, Dick Smith Jr.
Surprising about the low scores. Yes, we did set the course up not all the way back, knowing that this golf course is a tough golf course from the black tees, so we gave the players a little bit of a break. But I am surprised that the scores have been so low. But we got a lot of good players out here, so I figure we get a few good scores, but those are 2 really good rounds, and I'm excited to see what happens this afternoon.
With the final round ready to begin, 8 players were within 4 shots of the leader, Curtis Loop. The 3 138 scores are all by amateurs, as is Max Buckley's 139. Let's now move to final round action. Cameron Wilson tees off on number 10 after a front 9 34. He's now 8 under par and tied for the lead with Curtis Loop, who shot an even par 36 on the front. Meanwhile, back on the 9th, 20-year-old Colin McDade was struggling, but you wouldn't know it. Watch this trap shot to save par. But a 37 on the front dropped him back to 5 under for the tournament. Colin's playing partner, Greg Bisconti, the 2011 champion, must have been inspired, making this long putt for birdie, but finished the tournament at 3 over par. Ahead to the par 5 13th. Cameron Wilson with a great bunker shot to save par. He's now 9 under after birdieing 11. But right behind Cameron is Colin McDade. He's just birdied 10, 11, and 12 to get back to 8 under, and almost birdies 13 here. He's only 1 back with 5 to play. We now move to the short par 5 15th. Cameron Wilson with a great 40-yard pitch shot makes another birdie to move to 10 under par. Now it's Colin McDade's turn at 15. He's now 2 back after Wilson's birdie. His 8-iron second to the short par 5 stops about 30 feet from the pin. If Colin makes this putt for eagle, He's tied for the lead.
You got it.
Both men, both amateurs, are now 10 under par. On 16, Cameron Wilson for birdie. Just misses. On 16, Colin McDade for birdie. Just misses. Both Wilson and McDade parred the par 3 17th. And as Colin waits in the fairway, here's Cameron on 18 with a 3-footer to finish at 10 under par.
Big shots coming up now for Colin McDade out in the fairway.
Colin hit a very good second shot, but it stopped above the hole, leaving him a slick downhill 14-footer for the win. And he rolled it by about 2 feet. But then the unexpected happened.
Well, guys, play has just been suspended here at Manhattan Woods due to the threat of thunder and lightning, with Colin McDade leaving himself about 2 feet for par and a tie for the lead.
Everyone on the course was called in. The break lasted about 40 minutes. With a 2-footer and possibly the tournament on the line, what could a young man be thinking?
Yeah, not that bad. I've been putting well all day, so hopefully I'll be able to handle that, hopefully.
You really played well in the back nine. Didn't you have like 2 or 3 birdies in a row and an eagle?
Yeah, like 3 birdies in a row and an eagle. Definitely needed that after the front 9 I had. Didn't really start out too well, so needed a good back.
Have you been playing well lately, or all of a sudden this today and yesterday really came into your own?
I've been playing okay lately. Not my best, but been working pretty hard the last couple of weeks to try to get it back, and I think finally found something the last couple of days.
He thinks he found something the last couple of days, but could he find the cup on 18?
And he's got it. 10 under par. Par's that hole, and boy, is a relief for that young man.
With amateurs Wilson and McDade in at 10 under, let's go back out on the course. Charlie Miola began the day at 3 under, but 5 birdies and no bogeys in round 3 had him at 8 under, putting for par at 16. That miss did it for Charlie. He then went double bogey and finished in the tie for 7th. On the 15th tee and chasing the leaders, the final twosome of Max Buckley and Curtis Loop. A birdie on 15 would tie Curtis for the lead. A birdie for Max would move him to 8 under par, only 2 shots back with 3 to play.
That's the ball of Curtis Loop here on 15. Second shot. Not totally buried, but right up against the lip. He's going to have a very tough up and down. Line 2 on this par 5. He's got a birdie somewhere to catch the 2 leaders who are already in the clubhouse at -10. 2 amateurs, Cameron Wilson and Colin McDade. But Max Buckley on and 2 on this par 5. 10-footer for eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, how exciting can it get here at the Westchester Golf Association Open? Got it out. Nice shot from there. He'll take that all day long. So he's 3 on the par 5. He needs that for birdie. And that birdie, if he should make it, would put him into a 3-way tie. He's got it. What a putt for a birdie. Unbelievable. Birdie 4 for Curtis Loop to put him 10 under. Tied. Big, big putt there.
Max Buckley 2-putted and made birdie and moved to 8 under par. But then disaster struck Curtis Loop. He hooked his tee shot on 16 into the woods, found the ball, but decided not to play it, went back to the tee and hit a second, and ended up with a triple bogey 7, all but ending his chances. Max Buckley, on the other hand, hit a spectacular second shot to within inches of the cup on 16. He moved to 9 under par, only 1 back of the 2 leaders in the clubhouse.
That's less than 6 inches, ladies and gentlemen.
But on the par 3 17th, Max fell back to 8 under par after a delicate chip shot wasn't hit hard enough. Max then needed a miracle eagle on 18 to tie for the championship, and when that didn't happen, it was a sudden death playoff between 2 amateurs, Colin McDade and Cameron Wilson. The players would play number 1 first. If still tied, then number 9, and then back to 1 again until the tie is broken. No chance to make up for a shot if you get beat by 1 on a hole. It's over. That's why they call it sudden death. Cameron Wilson, known for his length and ability to hit the ball low, striped one right down the middle. Colin, on the other hand, hit his tee shot way right down a bank with virtually no shot to the green. But he hit a remarkable recovery shot just off the left side of the green. Cameron was right in the middle of the fairway, maybe 80 yards out, and hit his wedge to about 15 feet. Colin then hit a great chip shot to about a foot, and then made par. Cameron Wilson could win it if he could just drop this one, but left it just a little short, and the players moved on to number 9.
Cameron Wilson, 9th tee, second playoff hole. Over the bank on the left. And he's in the left rough, but I don't think quite as bad. At least we can see the ball.
Cameron's ball was just barely playable, with no shot to the green. He pitched out and hoped to get up and down from the fairway. Advantage, Colin McDade. But Colin hit his second shot a little long, leaving himself a tough chip to a green that sloped away from him. Then Cameron hit his third shot into a bunker. Colin still with a big advantage, lying 2 to Cameron's 3.
Very nice. This is going to run on him. He's just going to have to flop it. Maybe onto the fringe. And it goes by about 10 feet. This young guy has putted brilliantly today. Oh my God, just off the right edge.
Colin made bogey. Cameron Wilson was now faced with a 3-footer to continue the match. And he makes it.
He's got it.
On to playoff hole number 3, the first hole. A usually very accurate driver and still with the honor, Cameron Wilson hit his ball way left again, this time into trouble.
Definitely left.
Then it was Colin's turn.
That one's faded down the right side. Let's see. Good kick. And he's just in the light rough.
Colin was away and hit his second shot to the front of the green. Cameron Wilson had no choice but to attempt to chop his ball out and hope.
Look out.
He caught it cleaner than expected and crossed the fairway, ending up in thick rough to the right of the green. Cameron Wilson was now in big trouble. Cameron couldn't get enough club on the ball and hit it well short. He then pitched on, but now was 4 on the green with about a 5-footer for bogey. It was now all up to 20-year-old Colin McDade.
Oh, right on the lip of the cup. He taps that in, and the victory is his. Cameron picks up his marker. It's all over, and Colin McDade has defeated Cameron Wilson on the 3rd hole of the sudden death playoff here at Manhattan Woods. What a tournament, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can tell you. Colin McDade, the new champion. First amateur to win since 1971.
I thought you were in real trouble on the first after you pushed your drive right.
Yeah. I had a really good second shot, actually, just to get it back in play, where I could have a shot at making 4. Yeah, I did pretty well from there.
Way to tournament, how do you feel?
Pretty good. It was great.
Now, you won the Westchester Amateur, I understand.
I did, yeah.
And from what I understand from somebody else, no one has won both of those since like the early 60s or something.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's awesome, man.
Roger Ginsburg was the last man to win the Westchester Amateur and the Westchester Open in the same year. That was in 1962. 51 years later, it was Colin McDade who did it again. So, Colin McDade wins the 91st Westchester Golf Association Open in dramatic fashion, defeating Cameron Wilson in a 3-hole playoff. So long from Manhattan Woods in West Nyack, New York.